Quit skating underneath the bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it. But you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Lance again. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. halfway point in quarter one. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Giants had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
From midfield, here's Lance. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Lance. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. We're scoreless after 1.
On the ready.
1st and goal from the 3. They run From the jet sweep, Dotson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Lance looks to throw again. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Lance. And that's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCain. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off play action. McCain. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, McCain. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They'll try and sneak it here. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Running on first down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Lance. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Lance now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, McCain. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, McCain. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on first down is Lance. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. When you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once more, here's Eckler. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery, McCain. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On play action, Lance. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 27, Lance. This pass hauled in by Dotson. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCain. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McCain. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Lance looking to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And down. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag.
Let's go. Open red. Watch out now. 50. Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Red, strike it. Green jack. Ready?
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Able to kick. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, McCain. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right?
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, open man is the tight end, John Bates.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have kept it on. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Desperation time here. Lance. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. McCain taking in left side. It's Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually